Right, we very much appreciated the strings coming on the Sunday evening to the church, and we were moved by the need for the Alzheimers Society, and we're very pleased to be able to present you a cheque of £345 for that.
Thank you so much. Dave, I must let you know, that's the other half of worried about me daddy. I'm one half and he's the other half.
I'm the good looking half.
he's the guy, he's the one with the brains because he does all the computer stuff and all that, and I just knock a few tunes out. So that's the other half of worried about me daddy. That's my brother Dave. So,
thank you.
I must admit that there's a lot of people involved in it. It's not only just me and Dave, there's all our families are involved with it. We've obviously got Amy involved with it as well. She's got us involved with their side of it. And there's lots and lots of people, loads of people I couldn't even begin to name. You know, the likes of yourself and all the people who came, hundreds and hundreds of people who put the money in. What's our figure up to now, Dave? About
It's getting on for 6k, yeah.
We're up for about £6,000 what we've raised up to now. Our target is 20 grand. So we've still got a long way to go, but we will get there. We'll definitely get there over the next 18 months, 2 years, or whatever it takes, but we'll do it. So I'll hand you over to Amy. She's going to just say a few words, and as soon as she's finished, me and my good friend Dave here, this is one of the lads from the Tottenham String, he's going to help me out with a bit of harmonica on a few of the songs. We'll do 3 songs for you this morning. Right? I'll hand you over to Amy.
It's just a really, really quick one. I just wanted to say personally, just thank you to Dave and Chris, because they are doing so much for this charity. They are working so hard to try and raise as much money as they can for Alzheimer's Society. And we really, really, really couldn't do what we do without people like Dave and Chris. And people don't appreciate how hard it is and how to organise events like this and how much time it takes out of your own time and how much effort it takes. And they are so motivated to do this. So just personally, as well as on behalf of the Alzheimer's Society, I just want to say, in front of everybody here, just a massive thank you to you both. And you're both brilliant. And I'd love for lots of other fundraisers that decide to do things for Alzheimer's to look at you two and see what you're doing. And like I said, we wouldn't be able to provide the support that we do to people with Alzheimer's and families in their homes, in the communities, without support like this. So thank you very much. Enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.
Okay, from memories what I've had about when my dad was alive. There's a little story to each song, and I'll just go through the story, and then hopefully you can have a listen and hopefully you'll enjoy it. The first song is a song called Sailor, and it was by a lady called, I think she was Petula Clark. It was back in the 60s. Now, at that time I'd be about, was I born then?
60s.
Yeah, no, I was born then.
You were 20 then.
I'd be about 8 or 9, and this was on the radio a lot. We had a radio we seemed to be on in our house for some reason, and I can remember my dad singing this song, and I never thought about it for a long, long time. And then years and years later, I asked my dad why. We just having a chat one day in his house, and this actually came on the radio, and I said, "Hey Dad, how come as a kid I used to hear it playing this song?" And what he said to me was that his older brother, Joe, my dad come from a family of 6, and he was the youngest, my dad, and his brother Joe was the oldest. And this Joe was in the Merchant Navy in the Second World War. Now, on the last day of the war, apparently, they were on the way back from Russia, and the ship was torpedoed and he lost his life. So this song obviously brought back good memories for my dad. So that's why I picked this one. There's another one after this which I'll tell you about, and then I'm going to sing Worried About My Daddy at the very end. So there'll be 3 songs to do. As I said before, this is my mate Dave. He's going to help me out with these, with his harmonica. So hopefully enjoy it. sailor, 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 when the tide turns, come home, sail to me. As you sail across the sea, all my love is there beside you. It could be your Amsterdam, Honolulu or Siam. To the harbour of my heart I will send my love to guide you. As I fall across the sea, come home to me. Sailor, as you sail across the sea, all my love is there beside you. In Capri or Amsterdam, Honolulu or Siam. To the harbour of my heart I will send my love to guide you. As I go across the sea, come home. Right, the next song is, again, it's a song which reminds me of my dad. It's quite a well-known country type song. He was a big country fan, my dad. That's why the song, what I've done. Yeah, incidentally, on the table over there is some CDs of the last song we're going to do called "Worried About My Daddy." Now I'm going to sing it like doing an acoustic version of it, but it's done on the CD there in like a country and western type of song. There's CDs there, so please take one. You know, obviously, just take them. They're for you guys to take home and have a listen to, and if you like them, play them again. If not, well, I don't know what you're doing. But anyway, they're all on the table there. There's also some cards there for our website as well. If you want to go on the website and have a look at the website, there's loads of information about Alzheimer's. If you know anyone who's got Alzheimer's and you need to get a bit of help on how to sort things out, there's stuff there. So the next song is a song called "Little Old Wine Drinker." Now that doesn't indicate that my dad was partial to a wine or two, because he was. And he liked to have a drink, my dad. You know, he enjoyed himself. He was a bit of a party guy. He loved going to parties, family parties and stuff like that. Now many years ago, obviously before I was born and he was caught with my mum, the story I got told was that where he used to live in Liverpool, Scotland Road in Liverpool, which is like the main drag going to Liverpool, that's where they were both from. There was loads of pubs. When he was about 18, 20, the thing was that you go into a pub and there wouldn't be a jukebox or there wouldn't be a karaoke on or nothing like that. What you used to have was a guy on a piano. And the story I got told was that at the time, you know, they were short of cash and what have you. So my dad would go in and he'd do a few songs. He'd play the piano, my dad would sing the songs, and then he'd get a free bevy, he'd get a free drink from my mum and dad. And that's what he used to do, go from pub to pub, and you know, and that's how he kind of done the co-op, if you like. But as we grew up, we went to loads of family do's, and I had an Uncle Joe who played the squeeze box, so we used to go and listen to that, and my dad would always get up and do a song. And one of the songs that sticks in my mind is this one. It's called "Little Old Wine Drinker," and he seemed to like that one. I don't know why he did, but that was a song that always sticks in my mind. So I'm going to do that for you today, sorry. And shut up, you've got the word. Yeah. I'm going to do that this afternoon, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So There we go. Well, I'm dreaming of rain in California, so the grapes can grow and they can make more wine. Well, I'm sitting on a honky in Chicago with a broken heart and a woman on my mind. I asked the man behind the bar for the jukebox, and the music takes me back to Tennessee. And then he asked what's the room in the corner crying. I said, little old wine drinker. Well, I came from down in Nashville, 'cause my baby left for Florida on the train. Well, I thought I'd get a job and just forget. But in Chicago, a broken heart is still the same. Singing you all. I asked the man behind the bar for the jukebox, and the music takes me back to Tennessee. And he asked who in the corner crying. I say, little old wine drinker me. I say, little old wine drinker me. I say, little old wine drinker me. Right, okay, the last one is obviously the song Worried About My Daddy, and that's what we're basing all this on. Whenever we do any fundraisers, that's our kind of heading, if you like. It's Worried About My Daddy, and that's what we're trying to push. We're trying to get the song out there so that hopefully people will go onto the website, have a listen to the song, like the song, and then maybe make a donation through the website. That's the plan. So, if you take one home and you like it, maybe, I don't know, tell your friends about it, or give a radio station a ring and tell them how good it was, or whatever, or phone, I don't know, whatever. If you can think of a way of promoting it and getting it pushed, because basically, the more we can get it out there, the more we can push it, the more money we can get into the people who are doing the work, you know, the hard work at the point here and trying to find a cure for dementia. So the last song is called Worried About My Daddy. I'm sure you've heard it before. I've played it a few times. I played it once when I came here when we got a donation a few months ago on it, Linda. It was a good while ago on it. And then I played it on the night, on the 20th, when we put it on that. So I'll give it a go again, and hopefully you'll like it, as I say.
Oh.
Right, here we go. Let's go back some 40 years. I was only 8. But Daddy was a big strong man. Oh, Daddy was great. He worked on. Time becomes your old friend, goes on and on. I thought that my daddy, he was a giant amongst men. Just as I was brought him down to size, I really fear for him. I worried about my daddy, I was messing with his brain. Sometimes I speak to him, he doesn't know my name. I worried about my daddy, I was messing with his life. Been a growing problem since my daddy lost his wife. Been a growing problem since my daddy lost his Well, thank you very much for coming this morning, and obviously thank you so much for the donation to the Altzheimers. 350 to 345 quid is a fantastic amount of money, and I was absolutely blown away on the night when you decided, you know, I think something was discussed about putting half of the money to the travelling strings, you know, for the charity, and then you decided to donate all of it. I mean, that's just amazing, that. So that is fantastic. Thank you so much for what you've done. And if I can help you out in any way in the future, I am seriously in your debt now. 3,500 quid's worth of debt. I'll pay it off. But if you ever need anything doing, I'm only too happy to come and play the guitar for you if you like it, of course.